Last time on Space Daze, you guys made it back to the Dominion after getting the toxins from the Icon Cub. Daythorn, you took Martel to the health bay where you found out that he had actually been stung by the Icon. And you also found out that he is not one to stay in the med bay and apparently has a reputation for escaping. Botchus and Nora shared a deep conversation and a steamy kiss in Botchus' room later that night. Daythorn, you had then asked Sito to look up any information on Mikaboshi where something went terribly wrong. Sito started to scream in pain, and only after Botchus pushed Sito's power button did he stop. The three of you carried Sito to the captain's quarters in a panic, where Lyra quickly let you in.
Lyra, we need help. Something happened with Sito, and he's off right now, but, I think he misfunctioned or something.
What happened?
I asked him a question, and he's not working.
Yeah, Daythorn just asked him to do a regular search on some info, and something messed up. I don't know if it was the subject or if it was just random.
Okay, go ahead and bring him over here. She leads you to her bed chamber and lets you lay him down on the bed. And she says, I'll see if I can find a technician, or maybe Martel can know something. Just wait here.
Alright.
She quickly leaves.
So Daythorn's pacing around the room, and then will occasionally lie on the floor and then get back to pacing again, and she's a mess of, I'm not sure what to do, and this is what she's doing.
Nora is sitting next to Sito on the bed.
Botchus, what are you doing?
He's not sitting, he's standing, but he's watching Daythorn pace. He's gonna say, I'm sure we'll get this figured out. But he's not quite sure what to say, he's really worried too.
Nora is also holding Sito's hand, trying to, comfort him, but also, comfort herself.
This is the first time that you guys have actually seen Sito off. You guys have seen him in his sleep mode where he's plugged in and recharging, but none of his lights are on. Nora, it kind of makes you think of the AIs that you saw above the inside the orchid, where there is no movement to him whatsoever.
Yeah, that's eerie.
Nora's gonna start to cry. Because I'm kind of crying.
I'm gonna go over and sit next to her now and kind of put an arm around her shoulder and just be there.
Daythorn is just in her own world. She doesn't even notice anything else right now.
So after a few minutes, Lyra comes back in with a technician who is a human. Following behind the human is a very sore Martel. He sees this scene and he's like, What happened?
Don't know, just fix him.
Alright. Botchus, can you tell me what was going on?
Yeah, we just asked him to do a regular data search, and then something went wrong. He started to act like he was in pain, and he wasn't right, and he was shutting down, and so I turned him off.
Do I have your permission to kind of plug in and see if I can find out anything about his system?
I'm gonna look to the other two. It's all right with me if they are okay with that too.
Will it hurt him?
Not while he's off, no. I'm just gonna... It's like checking for viruses. Just gonna kind of see what maybe happened in his system and see if I can figure out a source of it. I'm not really specialized in AIs, but I'm one of the best techs here.
Nora nods then.
Daythorn's just kind of mumbling to herself. She's very shook. I don't think she acknowledged the question either.
As he starts to work, I go over to Daythorn and I just hug her.
She's very warm and she's now still in your arms.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
You're already making me cry, so...
We're only 8 minutes in, Nora!
I can't help it! You hurt my boy! My son!
I'm sorry.
Our soft son. Damn it!
Our soft son.
So, Lyra comes up to the three of you and says, Why don't we let them work? We can go get a drink or something. I'm sure Martel will radio us when he's figured something out.
Alright, Butch is gonna go up to Martel and kinda get close, but not, a little bit close.
Not threatening?
And just be like, you let us know. Not quite threatening, but very firm. And he's gonna say, you make sure that if anything changes, if you find anything out, let us know. Right away. Please.
Of course. And he hands you a little, communicator that he can get a hold of you with, Botches.
Alright. I will be looking forward to your call.
I'll try as fast as I can.
Can I make
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna make a note, like, as they leave the room kind of thing, like, Daythorn's definitely wanting to hold on to Nora's hand. It's just like, I broke Sito in a very small voice.
Oh, Nora squeezes her hand and goes, no, you didn't.
No, you couldn't have known. We don't even know what happened or what's going on, so just, we'll get it figured out.
Oh, God.
Lance!
And my resort is to laughing because I don't want to be sad.
Lance? It's like that awkward laugh with stress.
It's the I'm laughing, but I should be crying.
Just because I don't want to cry.
Some of us are crying.
Alright, so Lyra goes with you guys, and the cafeteria, the mess hall is kind of cleared out. Breakfast is over. Even Grandma isn't there, but Lyra goes and grabs a shot for each of you, and herself. And it's just like, I'm sure they're going to get him up and about in no time.
Alright. Then we'll just wait and see, I guess. Is there anything that we can do? That we can do to help, or...
I think for right now, Martel, like he said in his humble way, he is one of the best technicians on this ship, and if anyone can get Sito up and running, it would be him. I don't know if you have someone Sito that usually fixes Sito.
I just stare at Botchus like, this has never happened before.
This hasn't happened, but, like, we've had, like, standard problems. I don't know. So, I mean, we'll see what Martel can do, and then... I don't know.
I would definitely consider getting him to someone that knows about AIs as soon as possible, so I will be assisting the crew on getting your ship up and running today.
That's really great of you. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Botchus, do we know anybody who, works on AIs?
I do. And I think that'll be our first stop after we leave the Dominion.
Who and where are they?
And they're at home.
Oh, fuck.
So it's a little risky, but it's worth it for Sito. We'll be heading right into the heart of the sanctum, but it's worth it.
Okay.
If both of you want, I'm sure Lyra would be more than happy to keep you on the Dominion. It's real risky going to Thybus.
Botchus. They know I've been with you. It's risky for you to go to Thybus without me.
But that's fine. I mean, you wouldn't get caught, so...
Quick DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have any connections to help us move about the city with not too many problems? Also willing to roll for it.
What kind of connections do you have? I'm so interested.
Would the other two please take off your headphones really quick?
Ooh.
Wait! What if I say no? Don't come beat me.
I know where you live. Take off your headphones. Because of your job, you still have your security badge, so you will be able to get, if you guys go into any, like, kind of mid-Thybus, like, city center areas, you would be able to get through with that security pass. You do have the woman that you worked under.
Mm-hmm.
She's more than willing to help you out because she loves you. I'm trying to think. I feel like you know who Botchus knows. His name is Tabaki. He is a kind of like a doctor / mechanic. Like, he's a jack of all trades when it comes to medical stuff, and he's in the wastes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you've gone to him once or twice. But that is also who Botchus knows.
Okay.
Botchus definitely has more connections than you do because he lived in the wastes on Thybus. But for upper city areas, you have a little bit more leeway than Botchus would. And I will definitely come up with some, like, bonds that you have. Like, Botchus has a couple bonds in the wastes, and I'll definitely have some more bonds for you up in the Thybus upper region, so.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll start it off. So Daythorn looks at the other two. She's like, "Don't worry about Thybus. I'll help us out. It'll be no problem."
Help us out, what do you mean?
I know people. It's fine.
Daythorn, we really need to talk about where you came from.
It doesn't matter where you... It doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you do. So, it's not that important.
I'm too emotional for this shit right now.
I beg to differ. There is something about you that I think we all need to talk about.
She shrugs. She's been staring at her shot glass of alcohol. I don't think in the span of time, a month and a couple weeks-ish, that you've known Daythorn, she hasn't actually had a drink.
I have finished my shot. I finished my shot as soon as it was in front of me, and have asked for more.
Lyra obliges.
And then she just kind of throws it back.
Actually, can I ask for their strongest drink?
I will let you know now that their strongest drink aboard the Dominion is not very strong, especially in the kitchen.
Oh. That's right, because I went looking for a bar earlier.
That would be Lyra's secret stash.
Lyra downs her shot and says, I will keep in contact with you and let you know how the ship's doing. Botchus, I know this is a really hard time for you three, so just please take it easy. And she puts a hand on your shoulder, Daythorn, kind of reassuringly before she leaves.
For one thing, that's kind of weird to Daythorn because she doesn't know Lyra that well. But it is a friendly gesture, so she's kind of like nods.
And now the three of us are alone with our feels.
Yes.
I don't like it. I just want to cry.
Says the person who came and, sat down in the silence of my room last night and was like, sup.
Hey. I can handle those kind of emotions. I can't handle
Oh.
the sad ones.
Oh, you are in the wrong podcast.
Oh no! Lance, no. Bodges is gonna, kind of look at Daythorn, he's thinking about making small talk to get their minds off of what happened, but also he's really curious about, just about her and her past. He makes it a habit not to ask customers or crewmates about this sort of thing, but he's like, ew, he's itching to know because they both came from kind of the same place-ish, and there's things. He knows there's things. So he's just kind of staring, they're sitting side by side at the bar, and he's staring over kind of his shoulder, trying to be discreet.
Yep, Daythorn's just staring at an empty shot glass now.
Oh.
She's just kind of there and being, I don't know, somewhat present, but not all the way present. And she's she kind of glances over, she's like, I feel... I know I feel the questions on the tip of everyone's tongue and they're looking at me.
Oh, Nora's not looking at you.
Okay, well, Botcha's dead. She's like, need something, Bo.
Do you need a refill?
I think that would be mighty useful, actually.
Yeah, he's gonna lean over the bar and grab the bottle and give 3 of them? I'm assuming Nora wants another shot too.
Probably.
Of course.
Alright. We're all getting a refill. So, you said you could help us through the city. What does that mean? I mean, I got connections, but, like, you... Daythorn, it seems like you know something that, we don't?
So, Daythorn sighs, and I imagine she has, like, a bag or a wallet or something on her, where she can keep cards and whatnot. And she just, opens up her little wallet, pulls out a card and places it on the table, and it is a security clearance card.
Can I look at it?
Yeah. I think we're both gonna lean over the bar and get closer to look at it and inspect it.
Who is the security for?
It has a picture of Daythorn on it. Her hair is, like, all tied back up in a bun kind of thing.
Okay.
What are the exact words on it, Lance? I don't remember that part.
It has Daythorn's name on it, and it has the Bry Sanctum sigil and Bry Sanctum Scientific Department. Level 1.
Life's a game.
The world's a stage.
And we are all merely role players. Join members of Blackshaw Theatre Company as they try on all the many roles there are to play.
You are Blackshaw Theatre.
Nobody else knows.
You're also investigators of inexplicable happenings,
Deputies of federal law enforcement.
master thieves and con artists.
Hooray!
Merely role players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. New episodes every week, new stories in new genres every season. Just search for Merely Role Players wherever you find podcasts.
She's a fucking spy!
Nora. I don't... He's gonna down his shot and just be like, I don't think she's a spy. If she's a spy, she wouldn't be hanging around with us. I mean...
That's what spies do, you son of a bitch! They hang out with people that they're not supposed to hang out with to spy on them!
If she was a spy, we'd be having a lot more trouble, don't you think? I mean...
No! We've had so much trouble already!
General Gaby Baby came after us, and he was all pissed, and... I mean, you'd think he wouldn't be having so much trouble if there was a spy on board, you know? And...
We had a lot of trouble during that! You remember that? We almost got caught!
But we weren't. So you
I'm pretty sure spies don't tend to be scientists, but I guess they could be.
Listen!
But
as somebody who comes from a royal family who knows about spies,
I know the science of spies.
I'm sorry. Continue.
This is...
I'm sorry, now I can't stop laughing. Nora's outburst, man.
It's beautiful.
She's a fucking spy.
I mean...
No. I worked on sciencey things. Just to do like scientific advancements to technology, whatnot. Just don't know how to explain it in a word. Okay. Anyway, I made friends there. I have a clearance card for us to move through like the mid levels of Thybus. So if we needed to go past someone in the waist and up somewhere higher, then we could do it.
So, do you work
or at least
there
I
now?
could if y'all don't want to move that far.
No, we're
Daythorn. I have to know then. How the fuck did you end up with us?
I left my job.
Why? I'm sure that job paid really fucking well. You're a fucking scientist for the Bry Sanctum?
Yeah, I left, and that's a sore spot for me, and I don't really want to talk about it.
So, alright, you said you left your job. But, like, aren't you worried that if you use this card that someone's gonna come and find you, like, it's gonna show up on their records, or is it just, like, it doesn't leave a trace? Because that's...
Everything leaves a trace, Botchus, you know this.
That's why I'm asking, I'm trying to be sensitive about this.
I have... My boss, she really adores me, and I'm pretty sure she'd help take care of me. It's not like I've gotten my name wrapped up under getting into trouble just yet. They just have seen my face. At least, Gabriel has. But I...
Wait a minute, hold on, just clarification, Lance. Did Gabriel see her face? Because I know he saw me and Botchus. He did see everybody on board. Because in the fight, he looked to the two of you. Both Daythorn and Nora, and, yeah, so he saw everybody on board. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I know that I, like, straight up went to the camera and went, hey, guess what? I'm a princess. I will tell you, though, that Gabriel did not recognize her. Okay. I will tell you that now. There are 5 levels to the scientific buildings. Daythorn was on level 1. Okay. I was just making sure clarification style.
I also have a question I want to ask, but I don't think Botchus would think of this, so I'm like,
Roll for it.
Can I roll for it?
Does he think of it?
Does he think of it? Is that okay, Lance? Can I see if there's anything underlying in what she's saying about, you said it was the head of your department?
Yeah, I said she was my boss.
Your boss, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay if I roll for that, Lance?
For, what do you want to roll for exactly?
I want to see if there's any more to the story than just... Okay, I'm trying to figure out if Botchus is going to catch on that, is that her mom? Is this a thing?
You can roll insight.
Is this a family business? Roll what?
I mean, you can ask Daythorn straight up about her family. I don't know.
She's been shifty.
Yeah.
Botchus, go ahead and roll an insight check to see if you might, think of that to ask. And then if you want to ask it, you can ask it. If not, then you don't have to. But that's not something that I can give you the answer to. That is a player-to-player.
Okay, so you want to do it in character and ask me the question? Kind of thing?
In character. Always in character.
Daythorn, what... You said that your boss... you and your boss are really close. What does that mean? What... So you guys are, best friends, or...
Dr. Quinn and I, she's kind of like my adoptive mother, sorta. That's how I always felt about her. But we just had a really good work relationship, and she encouraged everything I wanted to do. No matter the project I wanted to take on, she'd be like, yeah, go for it. If I thought of something weird and wacky and maybe it would have hurt somebody, that she would let me do it. She's just a very nice lady. Very sweet.
Alright. Thanks. Thank you for Thank you for obliging me. He's gonna take another shot. But that's it.
So is Daythorn.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're at
I want
that
the
point.
three of you to roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Look at that Constitution saving score.
Natural 20.
That will be a 9 in total. I told you she hasn't had a drink since she's been on this
yeah.
ship.
Botchus is an 11.
Okay, so Nora, you're starting to, I think, build an immunity to regular alcohol with all these strong shots you've been taking. You're not feeling, like, you feel the nice warmth and tipsiness of it, but you're by no means drunk. Botchus, you're feeling it a little bit more. I think the stress of everything that's happened, you're just shooting them back without even realizing, I think. And you start to feel that warmth and that tipsiness, especially when you sit back. Daythorn, you're not smashed, but you're definitely feeling it. You're a little more tipsy than the other two because you haven't drank, and since God knows when. And definitely not around the crew, and with everything that's happened, you're finding that warmth building up inside of you.
So what, is her hair turning red now? No. Nah, she's probably just more glowy and flickery than usual at this point.
After a while, I think Nora's gonna get up and leave. She needs a quiet place to think.
So, Nora, you decided you were going to go off.
I'm splitting the party again.
Where do you want to go, Nora?
Anywhere that there is no people, and she can just, stare into the void.
I have the perfect room for you. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, natural 20.
Alright, you walk around the Dominion a little bit before you find a room that it's dark, and it's rather big, it's void of people, and it's kind of like an observation deck. And in front of you are huge windows out looking into space. Daythorn and Botchus, what are you two doing?
Botchus is just chilling for the time being. I mean, he doesn't quite know what else to say. That pretty much satisfied his curiosity for now. Especially if they're going back to Thybus and, he's just waiting for the call. I think he put the little communicator walkie-talkie thing that Martel gave him on the bar in between them.
Yeah, Daythorn is also waiting for that call. Kind of just happy in the quiet.
Okay. So the two of you sit there for probably another 30 minutes in quiet drinking. After about 30 minutes, the light on the communicator lights up. And after a moment, you guys hear Martel. Hey, Botchus?
Yeah, he's gonna fumble with it, almost drop it, and then push the button. And be like, yeah, what is it?
So, I may have found something. If you guys want to head back to the captain's quarters, I can fill you in.
Daythorn's already up and out of her chair and ready to go.
Same, he's following. We're both, on our feet, and we're gonna go back to where Martel and Sito are.
Okay. Inside the captain's quarters, Martel is sitting on the far end of the bed with his tablet, and there's a wire leading to a part of Sito, and is connected to the tablet. And he looks at the two of you as you come in, and he says, where's Nora?
She needed some time. If it's something really important, I can go grab her.
That's alright. So, here's the thing. I ran some tests on Sito, and I don't know what exactly caused it, but it's almost like a virus of sorts. It triggered a self-destruct almost. You shutting down, you shutting him down and pushing his power button, it seemed to have stopped it.
Yeah, he told me about to do something like that if anything like this ever happened. I didn't think it would ever happen. But he's gonna be okay. So you said it stopped it, so he's gonna be just fine.
As far as the scans show, once we turn him back on, he should be fine. I'm not fully sure how this virus has affected him in the time that it was active. So it's up to you if you want to turn him back on, and I could run some more tests.
But he's gonna be all right, as far as you know.
As far as I can tell, yeah.
He looks relieved, but still really worried, and looks over to Daythorn
like same expression. Like very, kind of relieved, but very worried, and is looking back at you.
Well, we're gonna have to turn him on at some point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd like to be on and color in some pages.
So, you two want to turn him on then? I'll make some more, run some more scans as soon as he's up and about, if you want.
Yeah, no, anything that can help. For sure. He's really hesitant, but after a moment, he will press the power button.
Daythorn would like to be at Sito's side, kind of holding his hand and hoping it's not going to be completely awful.
So you push the power button, and Sito's lights, they start to flicker on, and they kind of do that computer on thing where it swirls. He doesn't open his eyes for a few moments, but after a minute, he opens his eyes and sits up and is like, ugh. Botchus? Daythorn?
Daythorn starts bawling.
Botchus is gonna hug him, grab him.
He's gonna hug you two back. And he kind of looks around and he's like, where are we?
We're in Lyra's quarters right now.
Who's Lyra?
See, we've been on the ship for a while, Sito. You hung out with Martel right here for a little while.
What ship? Last thing I remember, we were running from Gabriel.
But you remember everything before that.
Yeah, we went to Avalon, and then Gabriel showed up and started firing at us.
Botchus is gonna look to Martel, puts his hands up like, what?
As Martel is still hooked up to Sito, he's looking at his tablet and he says, It looks like maybe the virus may have wiped a little bit of his memory during the shutdown. It looks like it was just a couple days, so when you push the button, it was probably a good thing you did, because it looked like it was starting to erase all his memories.
Daythorn's still crying.
Bonchis is gonna hug them both, but he's like, I don't know, after a minute he's gonna pull back and he like has his head in a hand, like his face in his hand, cause that's like, this is like Sito's life, and he like, even though they were able to shut him down and save his memories, like that's heavy, and he's just kind of taking a minute to sit there.
Did I do something wrong? Daythorn, why are you crying?
I won't ever make you look up a search inquiry again, Sito. I'm sorry.
It's okay. As he kind of, like, puts his arms around you and hugs you even more. He's not sure what the heck you're talking about, but he's not happy that you're crying. So, we escaped Gabriel then?
Yes.
And now we're on a ship.
Yes.
Botches, the ship is much bigger than yours.
Yep. I think you said the same thing before when we first got onto it. Thank you, Sito.
Oh man, Sito doesn't even remember playing hide and seek with me.
He also doesn't remember saving our lives.
Not as important to Daythorn at this moment in time.
It's okay, there's plenty more opportunities. I'm sure he'll save our lives in the future. We're just real happy you're back, Sito.
I'm happy I'm back too. I didn't know I went anywhere. Where's Nora?
She's around. I think she just needed to clear her head. We were all really worried about you, Sito. You were shut down for a bit.
Was it Gabriel?
No, it was me. You were having some trouble. You were, malfunctioning, and I did what you told me to, but it scared the fuck out of me, Sito.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, we were just all really afraid that we were gonna lose you, so.
As, Martel's just like, I'm gonna run a couple more tests, if that's alright. I don't have the best technology, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I should probably go find Nora and let her know that Sito's up and he's doing alright. Fairly alright.
Okay, Bot, just go ahead and make that perception check for me.
14.
Okay, after wandering around the ship a little bit, you do find Nora in the observation deck.
He's gonna go up to her and, he's just gonna say, hey, and then gently put a hand on her shoulder.
Nora looks up at him. She seemed to have been lost in thought when he walked up, though.
I know you wanted to kind of be alone, but we got news from Martel.
Yeah, is Sito okay?
Yeah, no, he's pretty much just fine. We actually booted him back up when Martel said it was safe, and he's doing okay. He lost a little bit of memory. Just a couple days, though, is just from, when we fought Gabriel, so he doesn't remember anything from on the Dominion. But he's gonna be okay.
That's good. What are we gonna do about Daythorn?
What do you mean, do about her?
I can't trust her.
Well, I mean...
I'm playing with her ID card on her that I picked up from the table.
Swiper, nope, swiping, damn!
Well, Daythorn would have let her have it. That's fine.
Look, I know we haven't been together that long, but we don't all have to trust each other right now. Like, all of us, we've all got secrets. And
I don't.
Well, I mean, you just recently told me about your brother and everything. So...
Daythorn doesn't know that.
No, yeah, no. I think we all have more secrets than we let on or we think about. And I mean, she seemed honest. She seemed genuine that it's in the past. I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm not gonna make you trust her, but just, I don't know, just think about it. And I'd like to get Sito looked at, and the person who knows that best is at home. So if she has a leg up in getting us around there too, we're just might have to take the risk. I'm a hugger. And just kind of keep her there.
I hug him back, I guess.
I guess.
If I must. Martel is with Sito and Daythorn, and he kind of suggests that Sito go back into, not shutdown, but sleep mode. He lets him start charging. And he's just like, Daythorn, you okay?
It'll be just fine. I asked Sito for that search inquiry, cause I thought it'd be fun to make it a game between y'all. And, that's when he started doing his screaming thing. I don't know why. Maybe it was just one of those computer fuckeries, or maybe it was the inquiry. I have no idea.
Well, you're not blaming yourself, right?
She doesn't answer.
Daythorn, you wouldn't have known. Even if it was the inquiry, or if it was just a virus that has been laying dormant in him, you wouldn't have known about it. You can't blame yourself. It's clear Sito cares about you a lot, and you definitely care about him.
Well, he reminds me of my little brother. It's kind of hard not to.
You have a little brother?
I had.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's alright.
Speaking of that inquiry, I was looking up anything about it. It was slow going because I had to hide my tablet every time she came in, which was a lot. But I don't know if this Mikaboshi guy exists.
But
I got no results. I got no background or...
she's like rubbing the side of her head. She's like, but I know this name from somewhere.
Well, maybe... I don't know, maybe you just start thinking about what the Fang Brotherhood said, or... I mean, it's not a very common name, I haven't heard it before, but... Maybe it's like a pen name. It's not really real. Kind of like a super secret code name or something.
She kind of chuckles. Well, I guess I'll see what else I can look into to maybe find more. But thank you for looking it up. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Look, if you're gonna be going after this super secret guy or looking into it more, just promise me you'll be careful.
For science, I don't know if careful's in my name, but I'll try my best.
Alright, let me rephrase that. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
Now kiss.
No! The tiny voice in somebody's head. No.
Shy. You know you want to try. You want to kiss the girl. Whoa.
They're both a couple of dorks, so I mean,
They are both too awkward for that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear in the background Nora singing Little Mermaid to get them to kiss.
Well, Nora doesn't like Daythorn right now, so I don't know.
It's the Nora in your head, the friend that you used to have.
It's the little shoulder angel and devil. But instead it's just two Noras and they're just going kiss, kiss! Anyway, yeah, I know you're gonna be leaving, soon-ish. But I got the okay to leave the medical bay from Lyra. Maybe before you leave we can... I'll grab a bite, or I could show you the bridge, or we could talk about ships or something.
I mean, that... that sounds pleasant. You could show me things about the ship I haven't been able to take a look at. That would be fun.
Yeah, definitely. He kind of gets excited. He's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take the data that I got from Sito and I'm gonna go get to work. So I'll I'll let you stay here and watch him while I go do the thing.
She nods her head. Yeah, sounds useful. I'll make sure he doesn't explode.
That would be mighty fine. Thank you.
Oh my god. Just fucking kiss!
He slowly gets up. He's still hurting a bit, but he leaves the room with his tablet. Botchus, you and Nora are on the observation deck, and after a minute, your communicator pings. And Lyra's voice comes over. Botchus.
Yes'm.
I just wanted to let you know that we have the Miss Lily all ready to go when you four are ready.
She's really good to go.
We got her fixed up enough to make 1 or 2 jumps, but that's about it.
Thank you. That's great. And we'll get Sito looked at again by someone who has more AI experience as well, and I guess this is it. Huh.
I guess so. Just let me know when you're ready to leave.
Yeah, we'll make sure we finish up our business, and then I guess we'll be shipping off. You take care of everyone, okay?
Oh, don't worry, I will. And make sure that they take care of you.
Well, we'll see. It's a group effort.
You hear her chuckle, and then the communicator goes silent.
Botchus is gonna look over at Nora, and he's gonna kinda entwine his fingers into hers, and just say, well, you ready to keep going on this adventure?
Yeah, I am.
Wait. Roll for humanity. And rolled. That's a 15 for roll for humanity. Woo! So April's top roll for humanity will be going to the Harry Potter Alliance, a group that turns fans into heroes. They have several campaigns going on to support many different causes, such as Dumbledore's Army Fights Back, Accio Books, and A World Without Hermione. Like I've said before, they do a lot to make the world a better place, and you should check out their website at thehpalliance.org to see what causes they're supporting. Or maybe join a chapter near you. Let's go have fun. Woo!
We would like to thank everyone for listening today.
You can check us out and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at 20SA Podcast.
And YouTube at 20-Sided Adventures Cast for all your sneak peeks, previews, extra content, or random shit we say.
Or, if you just want to chill and hang out in our Discord, say hello.
We promise we won't bite. Hard.
We also have a website for other fun tidbits,
such as the Help Action Initiative.
Links are in the description below.
Don't forget to like and review our episodes on your pod listener of choice.
We love to know what you think, we love 5 stars, and we also love your honesty because it's the best policy.
See you later, Space Cadets. Reach for the stars.
And send a postcard or an email.
Bye!